This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Yorelis Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is Yorelis, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
Shalom, 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 Shabbat shalom. Welcome back to Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike. And we're seeing the rise of a people. Now, it may seem kind of, I ain't gonna say confusing, conflicting. Shalom, shalom, Sister Padia. I'm glad you was able to make it in today, sis. Sister, hold on just for a moment. I need to look at something. Hold on just a moment. I can do it this way. Let's see. Let me do it this way. There we go. We'll do it this way. Hold on just for a second. All righty, I'm back. Oh, wrong thing. Yes. We're seeing the rise of a people. You're seeing more and more of our people, whether we're here in the States or wherever we are at, we're voicing an opinion. And that opinion is not, what's the word? It's more of an encouragement. Because when you start going to these different channels, you listen to different brothers, holding different accent, but they all saying the same thing, how we need to unite. But then, don't get me wrong, they will pull out the flaws that we do constantly. But the fact that we are talking, and the fact that we do have one thing in common, it's called unity. And that's what the majority of the brothers and sisters be speaking, is the unity. That's what they be speaking. Now, the rest of the stuff that we have been doing, we claim it, we know it. The only thing about it is we need to make changes in order for it to really start to stick together. But you never thought, truthfully, in a million years, that we'll be having this conversation, that brothers from this part of the world, brothers on that part of the world, start having the same conversation. And that is the unity of a people that they already know has been separated, divided by the nations. That's what they did. That's what they did. And now we come to recognize it. Sister Patty, I seen the email you sent me about what was they saying? That I was riding down the street and trying to read at the same time. They consider colonization a crime. Yeah, so I was looking at that. And the world is fighting back. And it may appear because what? We have always known they people with power, but we fail to put power in its proper position. What did the nations do? In order for the nation to have power, what did they use to make like that they had power? They used money. They use wicked reasoning. Everything about them was by means of deception. So when we say he got power, the thing in our mind, he got money. But that's not necessarily, well, it's not truthfully, it's not power. It is absolutely not power. In the world, did I break the thing? Well, I tell you the truth, you just can't have nothing nowadays. Tell you the truth. But looking at this, hearing other brothers and sisters speak about the unity of brothers and sisters, it's becoming a lot stronger. The cry, the talk, the chatter is out there. Well, let me say this. Back in the day, but now I see more. It just is not. We go past one another and we say hello. No, we recognize brothers and sisters. I hear brothers and sisters just in passing. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, sister? It's happening a whole lot more and more. They're starting to recognize one another, which is a good thing. It is absolutely a good thing. Now, what's going on in this world? That is an absolutely, totally different story. Now, what's going on in this world? The more we recognize things about ourselves, and when I say ourselves, I'm talking about we as a people, we as a nation, things that we need to do, things that we need to overcome. When those things are right there in front of our faces, the world seems like it gets on a whole different plateau where they just can't. It's like they can't function now correctly. Shabbat shalom, brother. We got next. That's what I'm saying. They're making some dumb decisions. And whether it's local or national, they're making dumb decisions. And when I say the dumb decision, brothers, I'm talking across the board. From running a company to whatever. Their decision making, oh, it is absolutely just downright ridiculous. But hey, this is this world. And they truthfully are kind of, worried. They recognizing a shift. I just spoke with a friend of mine, and they were saying they recognizing a shift within their own families and friends. It's like people are showing them their true selves during this heightened time. The earth is reacting. Along with the earth reacting, people are doing the same thing. Now, as to these animals leaving up there in Alaska and where they're going to, I do not know. I do not. But I'm going to tell you this. That's something that you should not brush to the side. That's one thing you should not brush to the side. Because now you're starting to understand. Animals, they have that little sense. Something ain't right. If they feel a tremble in the earth, if something is about to be massive, they already gone. They already gone. The only one that'd be right there scrambling for their lives is who? the humans, they be the only ones out there scrambling for their lives. And that's what's happening. People are sitting dormant as if we had tsunamis before, we had an earthquake before. All I do is just rebuild. That sounds like Esau, Obadiah. But it's not easily being done any longer. And these people are on something. I ain't gonna say they are. I would say the world, along with this shift. And it's like there's a categories of people that they're placing themselves in categories. Shabbat Shalom, this is Anita Williams. It's like they're placing themselves in a category. Like, say, for instance, you may have a very, this person, they very selfish, all about them. They're putting themselves in that group. And that's who they're clinging with. Brothers, when you're talking about a shift, this is a shift and separation all at the same time, and a gathering all at the same time. They can be selfish. They're in this particular group. And when I say selfish, brother, I'm talking about downright, it's all about me. Those type of selfish people. They don't care what they got to do to get ahead. And you got them out there. You got them out there. They will covet everything you got. They want everything that you got. And they will go out there and they will try their best to get it from you. But then you have the individuals who's all about, hey, family, through good and bad times. Oh, they riding with it. This is what we're witnessing. And we're starting to see that individuals are clinging to people with such a mind and heart, faith-based action. That's what's happening. There's a separation and a gathering all at the same, and a judgment all at the same time. All of this is happening all at one time. This is some, I never would have thought in a million years I'd be seeing this. I didn't. The things that, hold on, let me do this here. Hold on just for a moment, because it was a doo-doo. Let me do it this way. But it did. Let me see. Oh man, you got to be joking me. Oh, come on, man. Let me see. Alrighty, hold on just for a moment. And that's the thing, brothers. We're seeing these things. And now let me do it this way. As a matter of fact, I'm on the wrong page. What am I doing? Man, good gracious. We're seeing leaders. They're putting themselves in positions. Whether they know it or not, the Most High is going to use any and everyone whom he chooses to use to get his word out there. And I with some individuals, I do believe that he's using individuals in high and low places to get his word out there. That's what I believe. And the world can't take it. The world cannot take it. I have never seen they've been with this World War III thing. How long has it been going on? How long is this talk about World War III and all this? And then, brothers, I'm gonna tell you, this is one thing I noticed about the media. When things really get heightened, they'll put certain movies out there. Boom, 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 boom. Just on the media. Pay attention to the movies that they are advertising out there on the media. When you hear about this here, you hear about that, then they had the movies. I'm gonna tell you one of what they did. I don't know if I'm quite sure some of you all seen it. Sum of All Fears. That movie. That movie depicted a nuclear weapon being exploded at a football game. It was at a football game, and somebody, this extremist group planted a nuclear bomb in the football arena. I think it was supposed to be somewhere like in Boston, Massachusetts, or something like that. This is just in a movie, but then that thing went off. So everybody that was in that arena, all of them was cremated instantly. They probably didn't feel nothing. They just boom, they ceased to exist. That is what they're portraying. It's the thing about it is this, that when they portray things, brothers and sisters, something usually happens. Let me tell you something, brother. We got next. I don't follow sports. I didn't even know it. This is the football season. I did not know it. But they posting that movie out there, brother. Sum of All Fears. Who was it? Ben Affleck and Morgan Freeman. Very good movie. Don't get me wrong. Very good movie. But then I'm looking at wait a minute. Everything's getting heightened. And they start showing these movies here. I know one sister was talking about, she was talking, and I want to I'm gonna try to check the movie out. What's the name of the movie? Mission Impossible, the last one. I don't know the full title of it, but I want to check it out. I do, because the last one, it was a continuous part. You start to understand. It ain't the fact that they're hiding; it's the fact that they're speaking out loud, but they're using entertainment to do it. That's what they're doing. This is what I noticed about this world. They're speaking loudly, but they're using entertainment to do it. And for the ones who's not really up to par with it, it's going to be just what it is, entertainment. But when you woke and you start looking, you're starting to understand things scripturally speaking, and then you're starting to see things from what the world put out there. You start to add things up a lot smoother. You start to understand their steps, their method. But at the same time, it can serve as a protection for you, because you're going to know exactly which way you need to go. That's the thing. Because right now, we got next. This is the thing. This will be my concern, brother, was this. No matter whether it's football, basketball, whatever. In order for you to get people's attention, they need to see a group of people. That's what they need. Did not 9/11 get our attention? It got our attention and it shifted the world's attitude, especially here in the West. Oh, yeah, it had our attention. It did. Because we never seen nothing so great a magnitude of something like that happening here. With this rising of a people, brothers and sisters, let's understand the correlation. We rising, the world is the world is experiencing a change. And with that change, it got to change. And it's changing. It's changing. To one day, like I said, a couple of days ago, I don't know how many days ago, but all it takes is one day, brothers. All it takes is one day. And that from that day going forward, everything will be it's going to be different. Hey, when that the lollipop and all of that stuff that came with it let me see, it was like the third quarter of the year it hit here. And it changed everything. Had people in the houses. People, if you want to talk about fear, whoo, good gracious, man, please. The devil, he put it in a pot and he poured it on the world. He saturated the world with it. That's what he did. He saturated the world with fear, 2018, 2019, and moved it forward. Then we started to wake up along with all of this fear, brothers and sisters. Why did the Most High deem it necessary to wake us up during that particular time in history, which was an excellent time? Now you seeing fear. We literally witnessed the fear that the nations put out there. Satan gave them the pamphlet, put this out there to the world, and let it be known, especially for those Negroes, that they are very susceptible of getting this stuff. And did not the world do that? The first people, top notch people to get that infection was Negroes. All the devil needed was for you to feed into it. That's all he needed. And unfortunately, some of us fed into it. We did. And what was the fear? What was the fear that the devil used against a rising people? He used death. The oldest trick in the book, and it's still reigning supreme. He used death in order to get the results they wanted to get. And they got it. They got the results they needed. Now, what happened then people started to what? Bulk against the system. They got tired of sitting in the house. If you want to talk about being in prison, boom, you was free and yet and still you was in prison. They had they call themselves trying to put a mandate out that, hey, you can't do this, you can't do that. If you haven't had the lollipop, you can't come here and shop. You can't come here and eat. They tried to push that out. Well, brothers and sisters, truthfully, that was a warning shot. That was just a pilot test. They got the pros, they got the cons, and they're gonna say, no, it was effective over here, and we did it this way. And it was least effective over here. So now if we do it again, we need to do it this way. That's what that was, brothers. That was a pilot. That was a survey they did. That's what that was. It was a survey. The survey worked. In some areas, it did not work. We got to be on our P's and Q's while this rising of a people is taking place. And at the same time, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of stuff that I agree with Sister E about. I do. People being planted and things of that nature. Yes, that sister be on point when she calling things out. She do. Because this is a survival moment. And she's supposed to call it out, truthfully. She's woke. She knows exactly what she needs to speak about. Because the Most High, if she don't speak about it, the Most High go find somebody else to speak about it. And it's happening. This, no matter what's going on with us as a divided nation, no matter what's going on, we still press forward. The Most High is going to do his cleansing within. And the thing about it is, this here cleansing, this particular thing don't have to happen for a cleansing to happen. That cleansing can the cleansing can be taking place right as we speak. The Most High know exactly who's flaky, who's claiming to be Israel and know good and well. They may be Israel, but then at the same time, hey, they could be wearing that Judas outfit. It would have been better if that person had not been born. And brothers and sisters, that's the outfit we do. We need to, that's an outfit you just flat out do not want to be wearing. Not even the socks. Please forbid even the underwears. That's one thing you do not want. And truthfully, if you never heard it from a scriptural standpoint, it never would have sunk in. But Yahushua was the first one that said it. It would have been better if that man had not been born. Now you let that sink in. This man came into the world, learn how to love, see love, be loved, and to turn your heart against him. Hoo-wee. I do. Oh man, no. Got so bad to he when when the Ruach left him, he knew what he was. He knew he was damned. Let's just put it that way. He knew he was damned. He committed suicide, scripturally speaking, and hung himself, and the branch broke, and he ended up hitting the ground. His body splattered. Bruh, I mean, you had to be traveling kind of fast or something. Now, what meeting took place in brother? We got next, brother. You got to bring me up to par, because I'm gonna tell you right now. I started another project, and brother, let me tell you something, brother. You may think I'm joking. I work from 12 to 20 hours a day. 12 to 20 hours a day. You want to talk about, brother, please. And what happened in the meeting in Alaska, brother? Because I'm just resting. Brother, let me tell you something, brother. We got next. I'm trying to come off the grind. The grind Shoot, man, that many hours? No. That's just too much. Putin and Trump met today. Man, I mean, all right, go ahead, brother. We got next. Let me know what's going on. Yeah, it is, Sister Cynthia. And truthfully, that stuff is not healthy. It's not. It's not healthy. So I'm trying to be very smart on how I move with this. And don't get me wrong, I'm working myself away from it. I recognize it, and the good thing about it is this: it's during the daytime. What I'm talking about. But anyway, when it's all over said and done, I don't leave until the wee hours of the morning. But no, it is a lot. I mean, I kid you not, sis. It is. Supposedly, all right, you know what? Let me do it this way, brother. All right, supposedly he meant to discuss a peace plan. Oh my goodness. Ironically, the small hat. Oh, the small hat. What? No. Brother, we got next. Are you joking me? They call themselves sacrificing a red heifer. Man, you got to be joking me. Yeah, they rolling some dice that they don't understand what they're doing. They do not understand the gravity. Brother, the fact that they're yelling, we're these people. You're not those people. You're not. You're claiming to be something of a holy, set apart people. And granted, brother, some of us may be ratchet or whatever the situation may be, but one thing about it, hey, we belong to Yah. But when you claiming to do something, just like what's his name? Aaron's two sons, where they went in there and they offered up burnt sacrifice, and they ain't supposed to be in there doing that. The Most High, his anger blazed. And his two sons, they was cremated too. He took their lives. They didn't have no business doing that. Hold on, I'm gonna do it this way. Come on. They burned heaven. Stupid. I mean, you know what? Sister Cynthia, you're right. I tell you the truth. You know what? But hey, it had to be them. You know, they want to walk into that. Sister Cynthia, that's going to be that moment. It would have been better if they had not been born. That's the consequences of their action. I tell you that you Sister Cynthia, that phrase it's going to start taking more root than anything. That's what is going to happen. It would have been better if you had not been born. And they're doing it. I mean, you know what? I will say this. There has been two people that was lied to. We one of them. They're another. They've been lied to. They've been lied to by their fathers, and their fathers to that lie. It goes in so deep that they cannot believe they are not the people. And there you can go from a scriptural standpoint, pull out this, pull out that. They do not want to believe that they are not those people. Shalom, shalom, Brother Robert. Shabbat shalom, rather. Yeah, we are. I ain't gonna lie to you. We are. But at the same time, I will say this. The Most High still calls us his people. And he knew the situation of a lot of things that we was going to go through. He knows the mental breakdown that's going to happen to some of us. He knows, he knew. But our forefathers, they wanted to be so much like the nations. To the Most High said, you know what? Bump it. Stand. Let them have the nation. Let them have it. So I'm gonna step back and let the nations do what they're going to do to this people, in order for them to know, hey, you don't have to question my words ever again. If I say walk in this direction, you ain't got to ask me for what for. And think why. You know, I have your best interest at hand. The nations don't. And so we had to go through it. And this is where we are at. This is where we're at. Yeah, we got some people out there that's just flat out trifling. I'm serious. It's like you want to lay hands on them. But the Most High knows the depth of the story. He knows the depth of each and every last one of us, the stories, the history. If our family have a particular curse on us, on the family, he knows about it. He knows exactly who he's going to raise up in that family to break that curse. He knows it. A lot of people are already in position. I tell you, this is the time where the Gentiles are supposed to be ruling, but right now, not supposed, they're ruling. But at the same time, we do recognize that, hey, there is a fall that is absolutely playing itself out right in front of our faces. A fall is happening right in front of our faces. And there's a rising. There is a rising of a people. You know, you being a person of color, man or woman. I'm gonna use black men first and foremost. If a black man is standing in a hotel and he gets on the elevator with a white family, the white family kind of cringe. Although it may be, you could feel the awkwardness in the air. It's like the intimidation that this man carries is something that they are fearing and holding at the same time. Now, that black man may feel embarrassed, not confident. No, brothers. No. This is that time, because you may think you've been awkward just because the world told you or told the world, hey, it is a beautiful thing to have this pale skin. No, brothers, this is not that time. Not from this time going forward. No. Sister E did a little clip. And she was showing the world taking, shucks, let me see. Can I say our culture, and they want to dance, look, act, and hold a swag about themselves that came from us. This is what's happening. This stuff is literally happening right before our faces. Yes, brothers, truthfully, their attitude is saying, we don't need these people any longer. We can entertain ourselves now. And they're not lying. They're not lying. They can entertain themselves. Is this the way the Most High is pushing things out to be like this? Because if it is, it's going to work out for his glory when it's all over, said and done. That's how it's going to work itself out. And that's the way the world will get itself hemmed up. And see, the world is going to hem themselves up. Who is that? I'm gonna give you two good examples. Brothers and sisters, there's some brothers and sisters. I tell you, here we go again. Good gracious almighty. Hold on just for a moment. Let me get this thing. We are seeing brothers and sisters. Brothers, nope. These brothers and sisters are speaking against certain illnesses, sicknesses, illnesses, same thing. And they speaking life into themselves. That's what's happening. When the world thinking they got their stuff together, the Most High put us on another level. When they didn't think they stepped up to us, they tell me, we got their swag. We can sing just like them. We can act just like we can. Well, you got to be joking me. We can act just like them. And things of that nature. And, the thing about it is they misleading themselves. That's what they're doing. They are misleading themselves because it would appear that they want to, hey, one, we don't need you here. Yeah, whatever that situation may be. Well, moving forward. What they are thinking is not going to work out in their behalf. Salvation originated with who? The Yahudims. And the Most High backed it up. Due to Israel's disobedience, salvation went out to the nation. That's what the scripture says. Now, when these people are regathered and put back in their land, now, brothers, is it me? Or is it called common sense? When you taking something from a land that can bring life to the land, but now you're taking it away from that land, don't that land dies? Does not that land dies? Yeah, you may have learned some things from us. You may have seen the trendsetters. Yeah, you may see an agent out there pop locking and whatever, doing it down to a T. But it's short-lived. It is absolutely short-lived. That's the thing. And so now they can sit here and say that we're this and we're that. They can sit here and keep putting we finding our brothers and sisters, our brothers hanging from trees. That's the gift that this world, the West and the world, they're showing their disregard to life. When it's all over, said and done, that's all they're doing is showing a disdain for life. Their hatred runs so deep today, it's like they just can't fathom that this person hanging from a tree holds life within him. This world went and got itself hemmed up with the Most High. Now he has turned his attention back to his people. Oh, hit the wrong button. Wait a minute, man. What in the world did I do? All right. To his people. That's what he did. Sister, let me tell you something. Now, brother, we got next. Let me tell you something, brother. And you know this. You know this. And they really truly think they gonna play us like we stupid. Out of all, let me tell you something, brother. To go out quietly, hanging is not the one. Hanging is not the one. And I don't want to push that out there, but brother, no, that's something that they put out there. They're showing themselves by their actions. That's what they're doing. They're showing themselves. They're showing the actions. Not understanding somebody in their family, if not them, one day is going to be hanging from a tree. You're going to reap what you sow off the top. They're going to reap what they sown. Period. It may not, let's just say hypothetically speaking, it may not be that man who's committing that crime right now, right now. It may be his grandchild or whatever who's going to reap that. But trust and believe that whole bloodline go feel it. So the Most High is not playing with this. Here we are. Coming into a new platform. Well, I ain't gonna say a platform. It's not a platform. We're wakening up. Being in a death-like situation, not knowing which way to go. So we thought we was doing. We thought we was batting 100 when we was claiming to be Christian. We thought we was the lick. People get up there in church, sweating up a storm and whatever, and only to wake up. You're not those people, and these laws are not done away with. No, you've been eating pork. You've been breaking my law. The Most High came in, kicked down that door, and he said, free up my people. And they start freeing up. Yeah, you go see the TV movies and things. They go be pushing that pork out there and everything. They go do whatever is unclean. That's Satan. The Most High is kicking in his doors. And he's letting us know it's time for us to wake up. It is absolutely that time for us to be about our business, to be on our P's and Q's. Because the world knows, brother, we got that, brothers and I are here hanging. Brothers, what? We've been going, everything about our life has been a complicated way of life. We came into this world. You may have been a newborn baby. That doctor they probably gave 80 you and coming into the world, looked upon you and said, another nigga that came into the world. The hatred, welcome. That's all we got was an unnatural welcome from a people who, from the get-go, hated us. That's what we got. And we got that deep. We just got that deep. I posted a song on TikTok, and I did on YouTube too. They hate on us. The title of that song is "They Hate on Us," and they do. They hate on us. Although, Sister Cynthia, we got next, Sister Patia, you all have the saying of everlasting life in your bones. But these people who hate you, you want to talk about a diamond in the rough? We are those diamonds, but they got to look past a whole lot of what's the word? Of holiness. No. They got to look past a whole lot of flesh in order for them to see the holiness that reside within you. And for the world, they don't want to go there. They like the skin. They like just looking at your skin and maintaining that hate. The ones who really, truly love life and things, they're going to look past your skin. They're going to look past that. They're going to have to look past in order for them to see that light in you. Chosen to the bone. That's who we are. But right now, the world is what? They happy with the situation. They're not, the scripture say, woe for those who rejoice over Jacob's fall. There's a whole lot of people out there that they like the situation the way it is. They like Jacob in the position that he's in. But the Most High said, woe to those. I know for a fact I don't like the position that we are in. Good night. I got to be absolutely just downright filthy rich. And see, this is what the world is fighting for. They're fighting to keep, because they equate power with money. They equate power with money. Truthfully, no. There's a misconception about it. Yes, money can buy this, money can buy that. That's true. But power, brothers and sisters, please, that power is within us. It all depends on how you use it. When who was it? Solomon, and evidently, our forefathers really must have gotten on Solomon's last nerve. Oh, Sister Patty, yes, off the top. That's the G-O-D. I'm serious. And the sad thing about it, Sister Patty, is this. It'll be the same God that'll destroy them. They so scared of losing it. You want to talk about a thrifty millionaire. They so thrifty and cheap, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely just downright. What, are you joking me? But the love of money and the fear of losing money. Because what? Who do people of the nation, Sister Patia, equate with a lack of money? And this is what happened when you don't have enough money. Is it not going to be us? We're the poster child for that. The Most High put us in this position for a legitimate reason. He wants the world to see us like this, because this is a learning situation for them and for us. They have to see us in this position. They got to, because now this is how they're going to recognize this. Because when the Most High say, "Oh, you know what? It's time for Sister Patty to step up. It's time for we got next to step up. I need to put these people in position. I need to put them in power." They go understand the switch. They're going to understand the shift. And then they're going to understand these were the Most High's people from the get-go. That's what they're going to understand. And for some, I don't see a lot, but I say some are witnessing that. They're understanding that. Sister Patty, do you not have the power to, that's the word, of healing? Do you not have the power of speaking life and death? But I tell you, that mindset is your richness. The Most High already told us. And we're going to have to keep doing it more and more. Because truthfully, a whole lot of brothers and sisters are unclaiming some things. That's what they're doing. They are unclaiming a lot of things. And they're doing it with authority. Paul told Timothy, we're not walking in fear no more. We walk by means of authority. The first authority that came was Yahushua. Then he passed it on down to the 12. Think about that, brothers, for a moment. From the 12 down to us, right down to this very day. Down to us, down to this very day. The Most High been telling us to do these things. Now we get down to I'm not going to say this is the final stretch. But we get to a point where there's something on the horizon that's going to tip those scales. That's what's going to happen. And truthfully, it's happening. The scales, there's about to be, let me just do it this way. You remember when our forefathers was in Egypt, and those plagues was hitting them just as much as the Egyptians. Did not the Most High make a difference between the Israelites and the Egyptians? Yes, he did. So, brothers, it would appear the Most High is doing that. We just got to believe it. That authority, the ability to speak life and death, the ability to heal the sick, the ability to raise the dead, and Yah told us it's in you. Now, did he tell the world that? He did not. He did not. He told his people, yes. Shabbat Shalom, Brother Earl. I'm glad you was able to make it in, brother. That's who he told. He told us. Because now when you start seeing, this is going to be the blow, brothers and sisters. If you're talking about a Yahushua moment, a lot of you brothers and sisters, and you too, Sister Patty, you all will be in this. You are in this position. When Yahushua start healing the sick, raising the dead, feeding the hungry, what happened? What did the nations? I ain't gonna say nations. What did the rulers at this particular time? They start throwing a little cockeye towards Yahushua. Who in the world? And they came up to him. They asked, by what authority do you do these things? That's the key word, brothers and sisters. By what authority? We've been given that authority from Yahushua, from the Most High to Yahushua down to us. That's the thing. You have been given the authority. As long as that bloodline continue, brothers and sisters, it is absolutely within each and every last one of us. And this is what the Most High is asking us to do. Reach out and grab it. You ain't never known the world. The world cannot go in there and lay their hand on nobody and bring them back to life. Oh, brother, let me tell you something, brother Earl. That's one thing that's it's been rubbing on me. I'm seeing things of that. Now, Jacob's trouble. I believe Jacob's trouble started in 70 CE with the destruction of Jerusalem. And that trouble, brothers, it traveled all the way down to the end of the 400-year track. That's all. That's my belief, scripturally speaking. Now, there's a great tribulation that's supposed to be for the world, the nations. That's scriptural. That's for the world. I'm gonna come back to you, Sister Padia. I'm gonna come back to you. This is there's a tribulation for the world, and because it would appear that we would need, because the Most High said there's going to be 1,000-year reign, right? So we're going to need something to go by in order to count these days off. And truthfully, it's not nothing that the Most High is hiding from us, because he told us how many years it's going to be. He told us. And so that when they get their tribulation started, now what is going to look like, and what's going to denote that it has started, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. But I will say this: it will be something like what we have experienced. Shabbat Shalom, Sister Linda Cross. It will have to be something that we went through. We went through a tribulation first and foremost. We did. As a nation, we went through that. Now the world is about to go through it. The world is about to go through their tribulation. Now, our tribulation started with what? The Romans came in and desolated Jerusalem. And it could be the same thing with the nations. They're already getting themselves geeked up against the other. Think about that for a moment, brothers. Think about that now. The world is going to be fighting the world. A nation will be fighting nations. But it would appear now. Now, this is the only thing I'm going to say that's going to be different. It appears 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 nations will be fighting one nation. That's what it appears. I'm talking about China, North Korea, Russia, Iran. Those 4 seem like it's going to be fighting one particular nation. That's what it appears. And the other nations, they're just going to be fighting one another. But that will mimic a great tribulation. And they're going to have to be, what's the word, mentally occupied. They're going to have to be. But there's a whole lot of things I would say that's going to take place. You're talking about people going back to their own land, globally speaking. Yes, all of that's going to take place. And who's that? Brother Earl? It's like, that right there can happen. I'm talking about, brother, it don't take, that can be so swift. It is absolutely unbelievable. That's the thing. This is where we're standing at. While they fighting, we healing. While they're fighting, we raising the dead. While they're fighting, we healing. This is their tribulation. This is their time of trouble. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Oh, Brother Mike, you missed something. The Most High said, but Jacob will be saved out of it. That's true. This tribulation is going to affect us. It is. It is. And the Most High said, if he did not cut short those days, no flesh would survive. But that does not mean that you will not be in your own land. Shoot, Brother Earl, I think those four carpenters are here. That's just me. They just laying dormant. They're not out there, riding around blinging and things of that nature. They lying dormant, unnoticed. But when that time comes, they go burst out like Rick James in a pack with a pair of stacks on, kicking in the door. Bam! This is where we at now. But now, let me go back to us. This is the world. The world is being judged. The Most High telling us, hey, you got this here, you got this there. Concentrate on this here. Concentrate on that there. Yahushua said you're going to do things greater than what he did. He said, you, Israel, coming out of a 400-year track, is going to do things greater than what he did. And let's look at some minor things that he did. Now, listen to what he said. You're going to do things greater than what he did. So, Yahushua put himself as a minor. So now, he raised the dead, he healed the sick, he fed the small things. The sister that had the problem with the flowing of blood, she already knew, if I just touch the fringes of his garment, good night, I'm gonna be proper. It's the strong determination that she maintained, brothers, that built up her faith. She just said, I don't necessarily have to. She knew that touching him was an unclean act. But the fringes, that's a whole different story. And that's what she did. That's what she did. She touched the fringes of his garment. She didn't touch him. But the fact that she had a strong determination for it, oh man, please. She walked away healed. That's what she did. This has already started with a lot of some brothers. I ain't gonna say a whole lot. Some brothers. It has. See, Sister Cynthia, I'm gonna tell you what, Sister Cynthia, she's gonna be one. She is going to be one. Brother y'all saying too, he's gonna be another. Because they're doing something the devil did not want them to do. But Yahushua told them to do it. So you know what do you think they're going to do? They're going to abide by what Yahushua says. But they made themselves an enemy of the devil, because now they serving as an example of what can be done. The Most High said this can be done, and they proved that point. They proved it. And there's a whole lot more brothers and sisters that's doing the same thing. They speaking it. The fact that the lady that had the overflowing of blood, she had that strong determination. Brothers and sisters, that's all it takes is a determination, a strong determination. And you may be like, I know this, I know it. And you just keep on, and nothing ever happens, but you keep on and you keep on until it happens. The Most High knows exactly how to discipline you. He knows exactly how to bring out that resounding faith in you. That's what he knows. He knows how deep your faith is, and he knows how fragile your faith may be. For some of you brothers and sisters, you may find yourself struggling. For others, they may not suffer as much or struggle as much. But others, hoo-wee. But it boils right back down to the scripture. Those that endure to the end are the ones that will be saved. Although you're living in a world that's full of impatience, brothers and sisters, that's one of the things, the traits of Babylon we do not want to have. And don't get me wrong, we just like our forefather and foremother, Abraham and Sarah. They wanted Isaac so bad, they wanted him right then and there, but it was not his time. It was not his time. But they wanted him. So Sarah went and got Hagar. They thinking they're gonna push this out. No, it didn't work that way. But the Most High allowed it to happen. All right, go ahead and bring him in. He allowed Ishmael to come into an existence. That's that patience. We all have that impatience when we get that trait from our forefathers. That's where we get it from. But let me tell you something. That being patient, ooh, brothers, that's an act of faithfulness, truthfully. And especially where things are so difficult for you. I mean, it can rattle cages. But the Most High knows exactly how much you can endure. That's one thing about it. So if your brother or sister gave up, the Most High knows now you didn't have no business giving up, because I know for a fact who you are. Because one thing you can't do, brothers and sisters, you can never fool the Most High. He knows exactly who you are. He knows how far to take it. He's not like the world. The world, they'll take it to the extreme and then beyond that extreme. Who's that? Man, I forgot his name. There was a servant of the Most High. And I'm going to tell you the Most High, he is not that one, brothers. Oh, what was his name? He was a warrior. And the Most High, he was getting ready for war. But the Most High said, no. You got all these men of Israel. He said, no. If I let all of them go in there, they will not think it was me who saved them. They're going to think they did it up on their own strength. This is what the Most High told them. He said, no, send some of them home and things of that nature. Most High told them what they need to do. If they do this here, boom, send them home. Because the Most High, he knew his people. He knew them before they can even get a chance to sin. He moved right within them. Send some of them home. That's not, they go in there, they go thinking they did it themselves. They will get beside themselves, not recognizing that it is by my mighty hand that I am the one who's saving them. All of this history the Most High has out there for us to read and learn about is for this rise of a nation, the birth of a nation. That's who it's for. Brothers, we got it from the front to the back. Think about that. There's nothing under the sun that has not been done already. We have all of that information. That's what we have. You have brothers and sisters, yes, that are healing people. I knew one brother in Tanzania, yeah. And he was telling me of some things that he had to go and do. Now, it sounds far-fetched to a lot of brothers and sisters, and then you know what? But hey, that's going to be up on you. Because the key word is, what Yahushua said, those powers are within you. The same spirit that used to raise Yahushua from the dead, it resides in you. Whether you want to believe that or not, brothers and sisters, yeah, okay. But the Most High said it's already within you. What do you want to do? You want to sit up and call the Most High a lie? Or do you want to believe? And when you starting to believe, you start to bring a little bit more coals to the fire. I'm talking about coming from the devil. Because this is that one time he did not want you to know anything about that type of power. Now, that's the power we're talking about, not the power of money. It's that power in the spirit. That's what that is. And it's that one, brothers, I tell you. This is where we should be. We should be there. And we should be striving for that, rather. This is what we're doing. These last days, along with this awakening, should be the main course. The main thing that should be our engine. The Most High, because now we're coming from a world where we was taught, you die and you go to heaven. You go there to be with the Most High. Don't worry about what's going on in this earth. Do not worry about what's going on this earth. That's what we was taught. Whatever's going on in this world, it is absolutely important to each and every last one of us. You think you was a trendsetter just in the West? Brothers and sisters, we talking about something on a global scale. The world just got they just got a residue of us in the West. That's all. That's all they got was a residue. And that residue, they took that residue, please. They took that residue like it's gold. Like it's gold. Because they understood it. They understand it. Everybody wants to be on this plateau. But they're just, I don't know about wearing your skin. They looking at that flesh, brothers. That's all they looking at is that flesh. And the moment the world stopped looking at that flesh, that's when they woke up. Outside of that, man, please, they still in darkness. That's where they stand at. It's what they see is going to kill them. Literally. But the moment they start to look past that, they're starting to see life. That's when they go see the light in Yah's people. They're going to take the initiative to go further. This, brothers, is the rebirth of a nation, a rising of a people. This is what the Most High said, rise my people. He's continually telling us this. The world is about, brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. Putin and Trump can meet all day long. They can go in there and play in the schoolyard. It's not going to stop that great tribulation from hitting the nations. That's one thing it's not going to stop. We went through our disciplinary time, Jacob's trouble. We went through that. And we went a whole lot longer than 1,000 years. You add that up from 70 CE up to what? Let's go to 2019. Let's just start, let's go to, better yet, let's take it further. Let's go to 2024. From 70 CE to 2024. And you tell me if that's not over 1,000 years. And the Most High has given the nations a thousand. Well, he's giving us that. He's given us 1,000 years of millennium rule. That's what he's giving us. I'm twisting 1,000 years with them too. No, that is not the case. The 1,000-year reign is for us. But on that coming to us, brothers, this is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be using what the Most High put inside of us. This is what we're supposed to be doing. Just like the lady with the heavy flow of blood. Brothers, all it takes is brothers, sisters, all it takes is a mindset, a thought. That's all it takes. That's all it takes is a thought. That sister, it was in her head. She's all I have to do is just touch the hem of its, of its garment. She knew she was going to be healed. Let me give you another one. The army officer. He knew. No. You're so powerful. You don't have to touch him. You don't have to come up under my house. If you want to talk about life and death is in the tongue, Yahushua did it. He said, go on back home. Your manservant is healed. Brothers, it starts with a thought in your head. And truthfully, that thought that's in your head, let it be that seed. Let it be that mustard seed. And let it germinate through your whole body. It always starts with a thought. The man, hold on. The man that had leprosy. They said, Adonai, if you just want to, you can make me clean. He said, if you just want to. It starts with a thought, brothers. That small thought, it can do some glorious things. Some things that we just flat out cannot imagine. Because, like I said, Yahushua said, you're going to do some things, you want to do things greater than what he did. Now, what that is, brother, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. Yeah, I know some brothers say superpowers, whatever. I'm going to hold to just the powers that's within us. That's just me. And I'm not knocking them. They say superpowers. I mean, I understand what they're saying. I'm not going to sit up here and go battle over words. I'm not. But brothers and sisters, let's not get it misunderstood. The majority of your superheroes in these movies, where do you think they come from? Well, the gist of it. They all come from the scriptures. Kal, Superman's supposedly birth name, it took El, God, from their standpoint. This is where they're getting this stuff from. Samson, Hulk, Come on, brothers. When I tell you that they reach back in time, they reach back in our books. You think our swag just started here in captivity? No, we had a swag then. And that swag is still going on right down through time. This is the strength that we have, brothers. And they mentally, they came in and they, and due to our disobedience of our forefathers, hey, we got hit. Now we are coming back into it as a nation, as a people. But when you're starting to show your strength, brothers and sisters, just be prepared to throw blows, because you're gonna be throwing blows at the devil, because he's gonna know exactly who you are and the strength that you got. Now, this is not to just what's the word? Run you away. No, brothers, you need to stand your ground. Stand your ground, because you're going to get it. You're going to start having these thoughts. You're going to talk, what if? It's the what if, brothers, that seed is going to germinate. Yahushua said, you want to do things greater than him. And he's not talking about, 1,000 years from now, brothers. He was raising people from the dead during his time. So what makes you think we got to wait a particular time for loved ones to be resurrected back to life? Come on now. He set the example. He said you're going to do things greater than what he did. And then individuals from a religious standpoint was taught after the 1,000-year reign, that's when the dead is going to come back to life. Huh? He said the rest of the dead is going to come back to life. That's what the scripture said. But it was not talking about Israel, because you go back into those scriptures, the scriptures clearly states that happy and holy are those of the first resurrection. Who are the happy and who are the holies? Come on, brothers. Who have that title within their blood? Happy and holy. Do the nations have that logo flowing through their blood? You know what, brother? All of them have a supernatural power. You're right, brother Earl. All of them. You look at these characters, and don't get me wrong now. As time goes on, they're making those characters more with a demonic start. Yeah, this is Satan's system. Satan guy, he got to flip the script. He got to do it. And he's doing it. He's doing it. He's coming up with characters coming from the pits of hell, but trying to make like they're a good demon. Brothers, this is the reason why I spoke about AI. Because I do know some of you brothers and sisters are going to be doing some things, and AI gonna have to come in and they're gonna have to come in and counteract what you're doing to show the world, oh, it was just a trick. Oh, that was just something to entertain you. That's what the world is going to do. And now you're thinking, the Most High is telling you what you should do. But truthfully, the Most High is not worried about what the world is going to say or think or how they're going to be misled. Right now, the Most High is concentrating on who? His people. That's what he's concentrating on. It ain't like these churches going there and they front somebody come and act like their arm is growing. Those days of mocking the Most High and his powers, those days are gone. Now, I would not be surprised one of those churches going in and they thinking they're going to sit them and try to pull that stuff out. Those days of misleading his people are done with. There will be some repercussions from false healings. There are going to be some repercussions to it. The Most High is going to set, he's going to set a difference from the nation and from a people. It could be, his own people, right? And they're claiming that they had the power to do this and they had the power to do that, and they do not. You're not going to mock the Most High and think you're going to keep on strutting about your business. Either you're going to be real with the Most High or you're not, because this is not a money grab situation. That's one thing it's not. Here, you talking about you got the power of healing somebody. Somebody got a sickness. Oh, I can heal you for $19.95 a month. Man, please. Better get up out of here. The Most High is not, he's not even trying to entertain that. Do you, brother? I was just one of those days I got off late, real late. And I came back and I flipped the TV on. And it's been a moment since I watched TV. But anyway, this infomercial, it was a long commercial, let me put it that way. And the commercial was about some holy water. And I'm like, dude, I know this. I know they got to be joking me. This man was selling anointed water. A Gentile, but all of his customers were who? People of us. And so this lady, and I'm going to show you, brothers, this is the reason. Everything about that commercial was about our people. I just thought about it. And the majority of the ones who were saying that they've been blessed by the Most High, by the God Almighty, they got some type of money, or they got the mortgage reduced or something due to some holy water they ordered. Now he's standing there, this Gentile guy, but all of his customers with this so-called testimony, claiming that they got this much money, they did this much money, I got that much money. It was all about money. And it was all about their want. It was all about their flesh. This commercial tripped me out. And it was our people. Now, what they claiming, they got all this here, and everything is all about that money. How someone was sick, one moment they not sick no more. I got a hold to some holy water, anointed water from so-and-so, so-and-so. Brothers, it just blew me absolutely away. But hey, this is what religion do. But this is one time religion is about to pay a very heavy price for their action. They're about to pay a very heavy price. But we're not here for the world. We're not here to show out in front of the world, put it that way. We're here to help our brothers in time of need and things of that nature. That's what we're here for. But all of this, brothers, is within us. The Most High has told us, seek first his kingdom and everything else will be added. Brothers and sisters, let us add what the Most High said with what is already within us. Bring it to the forefront. That's what he said. We should be bringing it to the forefront. Let these brothers and sisters dive into your thoughts, your holy thoughts. And I know each and every last one of us got someone we know that is lying in the grave. And we just saying, I just wish I can see so-and-so again. Brothers and sisters, that's a seed. That's a seed. that should be fertilized. This is what it is. We talk about we're going to have all these powers and things. Brothers, let's give birth to these powers. Give birth to them. This is that time. The Most High has been pleading with us. We wake up as Israel. We move about as Israel. And we help our brothers according to the law. This is how we move about. This is going to make a distinction between. I ain't gonna say between. It's going to put us in a category rather of ones who do wish to see their brothers and sisters succeed, to make it to the wilderness. I mean, completely through the wilderness. And you're going to have some that go still be built up on that flesh. But it's not going to work out for those that are really tied up in that flesh, brothers. It's not. It is absolutely not. There's a lot of things, brothers and sisters, that's going to be happening in the time of the end. And we, as Yah's people, we need to keep it moving. We need to continue to stay awake. And then at the same time, brothers, we have to dig deeper in this awakening to maintain, to get to that strength, to get to that when you can just utter a word and it comes to be. Yahushua set that example too. When he came up to the fig tree, went up on the fig tree, there was no fruit on it. Although it was a season for that tree to bear fruit, but it didn't. Yahushua is told, hey, let no more fruit come from you ever again. Instantly, that tree withered. Brothers, everything that he did in that three years he was on this earth set the example for us right down to this very day. That's what they was written for. It was written for us to use today. This is that awakening that we didn't even know about, that the Most High was going to wake us up. You want to talk about unannounced? Brothers, sisters, we are those people that was unannounced. And the Most High drew us in. That's what he did. Then Yahushua said, you can only come through him only if the Most High draws you to him. And a lot of you brothers and sisters are sitting in a privileged position because you was drawn by the Most High to his son, Yahushua. And if you was drawn to him, brothers, or if you were drawn to him, all right, there's something that you need to be doing a little bit deeper with this awakening. Give to the thoughts. Put that thought in your head. Think about it. A lot of the things, brothers and sisters, we saying it is absolutely impossible. Yahushua said, with man, it is impossible. Not so with the Most High. Brothers and sisters, everything that's laid out in the Bible, all the doubts, that was in the Bible. So you ain't the first one who sit up here and doubted it. You're not the first. The thing is, the Most High said what you should do, what you can do. He have already given you the authority to do it. When you wake up in the morning, you wake up with authority. You give your glory to the Most High Yah. You walk about with an authority. You speak things with an authority. And the more you practice that, brothers, the more that spirit, that ruach, is going to lay with you. Period. Did not that spirit lay with Yahushua? Those Pharisees kept it. Every time they came upon him, who give you this authority to do this and to do that? That's the phrase that they just could not get over. Who give you this? They knew he had authority, brothers and sisters. They knew he had authority. They not one time did they said, you don't have the authority to do this here. They spoke a witness about him and didn't even know they was witnessing about him. They said, who gave you this authority? By what means do you have this? You give up this authority? Oh, you recognize something about him. The same thing is going to happen with us, brothers and sisters. The nations are going to recognize something about you. They're going to recognize an authority. Well, that's right. They already recognize it. The hatred is blinding them. The hatred is blinding them. They know you have this authority. The scribes and the Pharisees, they knew that Yahushua had the authority. They asked him by what means. Now, truthfully, they was being low down on that moment. Because some of them came and said, oh, he does things by means of Hashatan. See, now this is that governor moment. Listen to this. When that governor said that if God was here in Texas illegal, we'll deport him. 12 hours later, they got hit with flood. Yeah, that's that moment, brothers. They're going to open up their mouth one time too many. And that camel's back, it's going to be broke back very badly. This is what the world gearing themselves up. But when the time comes, brothers, because everybody ain't gonna get this. I mean, we just might want to be real with this. Yahushua was real about his own people. Not everyone is going to obtain to this. Some of us are not just going to believe as deeply as others will. As that's a given. It's a given. But for those who do, the Most High knows exactly how he's going to bless you and how he's going to use you. That's one thing he's going to do. But like I said, the moment you get up in the morning, you speak with authority. You get up moving about your daily routine, you move about with authority. And the more you continue to put that authority in your tongue, in your head, in your heart, and in your spirit, brothers and sisters, you're going to start to notice you're going to get laced with the Ruach. Do just that. Move about with that. And see how the Most High is going to use you. This is what the devil do not want you to do. That's what he do not want. I don't care. I mean, we may be in the last days, brothers. But let me tell you something else too. Not one time in the Bible, the Most High told you to fear the devil. Not one time has the Most High said, fear the devil. But he did say, fear me. He did. He said, fear him. But that's with a fear of disappointing him. The devil? No. He brought fear in so that you can fear him in the worst imaginable position ever. That's how he brought about his fear. But the Most High saying something totally different. He said, no. No, truthfully, we respect the devil. We don't. And just like when who was it, Michael? Him, him and Hasatan, they had an exchange of words. But Michael refused to say anything, curse him or whatever, because he knew that, hey, he's already in the Most High's hand. But to fear the devil, brothers and sisters, no, this is not one thing the Most High had told us to do. He told us. He never once given us that mandate to fear him. This is one time, no, we need to, the world said fear him. We got to get away from that notion, that teaching. Because the moment you recognize the strength that you have inside of you, you're going to say, oh, you mean to tell me I was going through life thinking and believing this here, and kind of find you have authority over him. This is the reason why I say, brothers and sisters, wake up with authority, move about with authority. And you starting to see the Most High Ruach rest upon you. The devil ain't got diddly squat up on you. You tell him where to get off at, he got to get off at that bus stop at the drop of a dime. That's how strong your words are to him. That's that authority you maintain. That's the protection you have for the Most High. You too, Brother Earl. I'm about to get up out of here myself, brother. And get some things together myself. But brothers and sisters, please continue to rise with that authority. Use it. You have the power of life and death in your tongue. Lace and grace yourself with the Ruach by maintaining your authority. This is what we should be doing. Brothers, we living in some trials and times. We are. Excuse me. And let us continue to pray for our brothers and sisters. Some of our brothers and sisters falling away in death, and things, dealing with different sicknesses. Pray for them. And for you brothers and sisters that have hands of healing, you don't have to touch them. All you got to do is speak it. Yahushua set that example too. All you got to do is speak it. If a brother or sister call you and say, I like the way you so-and-so, and they want you to pray over it, brothers and sisters, open up and close with prayer for that brother or sister. Because when it's all over said and done, that brother or sister is they receive a benefit or healing from it. All that glory goes back to the Most High. And then usually what do people do? They call back, talk to that person. Well, you came, you so-and-so, you did, you said this, you said that, you prayed on. And I felt better the same day. And I like to thank you for I like to thank the Most High for sending you to me. You see how that works? We healing one another. That's how that works. That is the curing of two nations coming back as one. Brothers and sisters, don't play it short. Play it real. Play it real. We are those people that have the power of life and death in our tongue. We have the power of healing. We have that power of authority. Let us dig for it and use it. Be safe out there, brothers and sisters. We're living in the last days. I tell you, some of the things that's going on is unbelievable. But at the same time, do not let it throw us off track. You brothers and sisters that's using your gift, keep on using your gift. Pray for your brothers and sisters. Pray for them. And brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. How much? Wait a minute. Let me see. Today is Today is Friday. Saturday I got to travel. I'm gonna try to get back on tomorrow. Y'all willing? I'm gonna try because I got to travel. Ooh, it's gonna take me 2 days to get to this place, and I'm traveling by car. But yeah, I will hope to be back on sometime tomorrow. And your brothers and sisters, pray for your brothers and sisters out there across the board, and especially for the ones who offended you. Pray for them. Ask the Most High to bless them. Seriously. Whoever they may be. That's what we should be doing. On that note, brothers and sisters, you all be safe out there. Shabbat Shalom. And hope to see you tomorrow. Y'all willing. Shalom.